count to 5.
Margot Robbie is hands down one of the most brilliant, versatile, and daring actresses working in Hollywood today.
If you care for me at all, put me down.
She didn't just climb to the top of the film industry by playing it safe. She became a global powerhouse by delivering performances that are incredibly raw, unpredictable, and fiercely intense. From explosive black comedies to gritty psychological biopics and chaotic comic book blockbusters, she has consistently pushed boundaries and left audiences absolutely stunned. Some of her on-screen moments are so shocking, bold, and visually intense that fans still rewatch them in disbelief to this day. In this video, we are counting down 16 of her most unforgettable, intense, and controversial movie moments, with every single scene taken from a completely different film in her legendary filmography. Let's start the countdown into the wild and untamed career of Hollywood's reigning queen. Fact 16. Wuthering Heights, 2026, the tumultuous embracing.
Go away! Leave me alone! Oh God, I will die!
Don't die, it's not worth dying over.
We start our countdown with her latest highly anticipated cinematic masterpiece, the Gothic romance adaptation, Wuthering Heights. Playing the iconic and emotionally destructive Catherine Earnshaw, Margot Robbie delivers a performance that is absolutely dripping with dark, poetic intensity.
Let go of my hand.
Never.
The most shocking and bold moment of the film happens during a sweeping storm out on the Yorkshire moors, where she shares an incredibly raw, desperate, and toxic embrace with Heathcliff. The sheer physical and emotional violence mixed with fierce passion in this scene left theater audiences completely speechless.
I love you.
Robbie completely sheds her modern glamour to tap into a deeply primitive, chaotic love that feels both breathtaking and genuinely terrifying to watch. Fact 15. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, 2025, The Empty Room Breakdown.
City.
Are you gonna ask me out?
Would you like to be asked out?
Wouldn't be worth the risk.
Want it on your ring?
Please.
In the visually striking and deeply emotional fantasy drama, A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, Margot Robbie stars alongside Colin Farrell in a highly unique narrative. The absolute peak of emotional intensity hits during the infamous empty room sequence. Standing in a completely hollow, dusty house that once held her deepest memories, Robbie's character undergoes a quiet but utterly devastating psychological breakdown. The camera stays in a punishing, unbroken close-up as tears well up in her eyes while she runs her hands over the bare walls. It is an incredibly bold piece of acting because it relies entirely on her facial expressions and heavy silence to convey a deep, crippling sense of grief that resonated profoundly with viewers globally. Fact 14. Babylon, 2022, The Chaotic Dance Floor Influx. The 2022 roaring period drama Babylon features what is arguably Margot Robbie's most unhinged, wild, and physically exhausting performance as the aspiring silent film star, Nellie Leroy. The movie wastes zero time showcasing her raw energy, dropping her into a massive, decadent, and completely chaotic party sequence early on. Robbie's character commands the center of the room.
I'm a security guard. We don't have precincts,
You're about
man.
to not have a job. Oh.
Listen, I know you wish you were beating up.
I think you wish you're eating my...
Delivering a wildly provocative, sweat-drenched, and completely uninhibited dance that shocked audiences with its sheer madness. Performing her own chaotic movements amidst complete cinematic debauchery, Robbie established Nellie as a human hurricane. This incredibly daring sequence instantly became the most talked about, viral moment of the entire 3-hour epic. Fact 13. Amsterdam, 2022, The Shrapnel Art Revelation.
¡Fueron ellos! ¡Los de ahí! ¡Está mintiendo! ¡Nosotros de ahí! ¡No, señor! ¡Usted le empujó! ¡Yo lo vi!
In David O. Russell's quirky period mystery, Amsterdam Margot Robbie plays Valerie Vose, an eccentric, deeply troubled wartime nurse who turns medical horror into avant-garde art. The most intense and visually arresting scene occurs when she reveals her secret collection to her companions. Intricate, bold sculptures crafted entirely out of rusted shrapnel and human bones, removed from wounded soldiers. The cold, eccentric, and borderline insane intensity in Robbie's eyes as she passionately explains her dark art creates an incredibly eerie atmosphere. It was a highly unusual and daring character choice that proved she could easily grip an audience using pure, unsettling psychological depth rather than traditional blockbusting action. Fact 12. The Suicide Squad 2021, The Red Dress Bloodbath. While she has played the iconic character multiple times, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad features Harley Quinn's absolute most intense and beautifully orchestrated action sequence. Captured by enemy soldiers and dressed in an elegant flowing red gown, Harley unleashes complete and utter chaos to escape. Robbie performs a highly complex, brutal, and acrobatic fight choreography, systematically taking down an entire corridor of armed guards. What makes the scene incredibly bold and surreal is the artistic decision to have colorful animated flowers explode from her victims instead of blood. Robbie's mix of playful, childlike joy and ruthless, cold-blooded lethality created an iconic action masterpiece. Fact 11. Birds of Prey 2020, The Chemical Plant Breakup.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I love the fucking name Huntress.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great name.
Stepping into her solo venture Birds of Prey, Margot Robbie took the intensity of Harley Quinn to a deeply personal and destructive level. To officially announce her explosive breakup with the Joker, Harley drives a massive chemical truck directly into the iconic Ace Chemicals plant, blowing the entire facility sky high. The scene features a mesmerizing slow-motion sequence where Robbie walks away from a colossal wall of colorful, toxic fire with a look of pure, chaotic liberation on her face. This moment was incredibly bold because it symbolized a dark, violent rebirth for her character, utilizing spectacular practical pyrotechnics to cement it as a top-tier, viral cinematic moment. Fact 10. Dreamland 2019, The Bathroom Hideout.
Was you in love with him?
Are you jealous?
The 2019 Dust Bowl period drama Dreamland showcases a deeply sensual, tense, and vulnerable side of Margot Robbie as Allison Wells, a desperate bank robber on the run for murder. The movie's most viral and heavily discussed sequence takes place inside a dimly lit bathroom where she is hiding out, sharing a highly intimate, semi-nude bathhouse scene with her young protector. The emotional and physical vulnerability Robbie brings to the screen is intensely palpable. The scene beautifully balances the constant, high-stakes threat of being caught by the police with a raw, desperate human connection, making it an absolute standout performance in her independent film career. Fact 9. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2019, The Incognito Theater Scene.
Little talk with George go. Are we kidnapping him?
Not the word I'd use.
Well, now that you've talked to him, do you believe everything's all right?
Not exactly.
In Quentin Tarantino's masterpiece, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margot Robbie plays the tragic real-life actress Sharon Tate. In a movie filled with intense violence, Robbie's most powerful scene is shockingly quiet and deeply emotional. She drops into a local movie theater completely incognito just to watch her own film on the big screen. The camera captures her raw, pure joy as she giggles along with the audience's reactions. This scene is incredibly bold because Tarantino plays heavily with the audience's real-world knowledge of Tate's tragic fate, turning a simple, sweet moment into a highly intense, heartbreaking experience that leaves viewers with a heavy knot in their stomachs. Fact 8. Bombshell 2019, The Toxic Interrogation.
Fox News is the most successful cable franchise in history.
Gretchen Carlson's lawyers.
The hard-hitting drama Bombshell earned Margot Robbie an Academy Award nomination for her role as Kayla Pospisil, a fictionalized, ambitious young Fox News employee.
Donald Trump has come out and denied it as well, and added that legally, he says, you cannot rape your spouse.
The absolute peak of the movie's tension occurs during a private meeting behind closed doors with network boss Roger Ailes. In a highly uncomfortable, controversial, and deeply manipulative scene, she is forced to prove her loyalty through a humiliating physical display. Robbie's acting here is nothing short of extraordinary. You can literally see the terror, shock, and an immense career desperation fighting across her face. It was a massive cinematic risk that handled a deeply sensitive topic with unparalleled raw dramatic power. Fact 7. Terminal, 2018, The Dark Mirror monologue.
That's because you've been playing with it for 20 minutes.
Can I have another one?
Sure. 40 pence.
How about I just got...
In the stylish, neon-drenched neo-noir thriller Terminal, Margot Robbie plays Annie, a brilliant but completely unhinged assassin living a double life. The film reaches its dark climax during a chilling monologue where she completely drops her innocent waitress disguise to reveal her true, psychopathic nature. Looking directly into a mirror with a sinister, mocking smile, she details her twisted plan for revenge with a cold, calculated delivery that sends shivers down your spine. This low-budget thriller allowed Robbie to fully unleash her dark, villainous acting chops, resulting in an incredibly intense and heavily stylized character piece that shocked her mainstream fans. Fact 6. Mary Queen of Scots, 2018. The Smallpox Metamorphosis.
You may remove yourself from this council and my court.
My counsel is among the faithful disciples I serve.
To play Queen Elizabeth I in the historical drama Mary Queen of Scots, Margot Robbie underwent a shocking, unrecognizable physical transformation. Rejecting traditional Hollywood beauty standards, she spent 3 hours in the makeup chair every single day to cover her face in smallpox scars, boils, and severe hair loss. Her most intense on-screen moment happens when she finally confronts her rival, Mary Di. The sheer bitterness, regal fury, and deep psychological insecurity Robbie projects through her scarred appearance made the sequence incredibly powerful. It was an immensely bold career move that proved she was fully committed to heavy dramatic character acting over simple on-screen glamour. Fact 5. Tonya, 2017. The Mirror Breakdown.
This one can't garden to save her life. You're gonna have to do all the gardening there, fella.
Mom.
What?
The biographical sports drama I, Tonya earned Margot Robbie her very first Best Actress Oscar nomination for her brilliant portrayal of disgraced figure, skater Tonya Hart. The absolute most raw, heartbreaking, and viral scene occurs right before Tonya steps onto the ice for her final Olympic run. Sitting in front of the dressing room mirror, she forces a massive, completely fake smile through heavy tears while aggressively applying bright red lipstick. The scene is a masterclass in psychological agony, perfectly capturing a broken woman trying to hold her life together under global scrutiny. Robbie's fierce vulnerability in this exact moment left critics and fans completely stunned. Fact 4. Suicide Squad, 2016, The Chemical Vat Dive.
Do it!
Oh, we have got company.
The movie that instantly launched Margot Robbie into global superstardom was 2016's Suicide Squad, where she introduced the world to Harley Quinn. The most visually stunning and intensely dark scene in the film is the chemical vat sequence. Standing on the edge of a massive vat of toxic bleaching chemicals, the Joker asks her if she would completely surrender her mind and die for him. Without a single second of hesitation, Robbie flashes a manic, love-struck smile and dives directly into the liquid. The raw chemistry, the dark romance, and her utterly fearless body language created a legendary, highly viral cinematic image that redefined comic book movies forever. Fact 3. The Legend of Tarzan, 2016. The Spitfire Defiance. In the big-budget adventure reboot, The Legend of Tarzan, Margot Robbie took on the classic role of Jane Clayton. However, she was absolutely adamant about not playing a traditional, weak damsel in distress. Her most intense and bold moment happens when she is captured by the main villain, played by Christoph Waltz. Sitting at a tense dinner table, instead of screaming for help, she looks him dead in the eyes with absolute disgust and fiercely fires a spitball directly at his face. It was a brilliantly sharp, defiant, and gritty choice that injected a massive wave of modern energy into the scene, proving her Jane was a powerful force to be reckoned with. Fact 2. Focus, 2015. The high-stakes beat teeth.
Like how I learned how to play men.
The slick caper comedy drama Focus paired Margot Robbie with Will Smith in a story full of complex cons and high-stakes games. The absolute peak of the movie's adrenaline occurs during a luxury football stadium suite scene, where an incredibly tense multi-million-dollar betting war gets completely out of hand. As the stakes escalate into pure madness, the sheer panic, sweat, and electrifying panic Robbie conveys keeps the audience on the absolute edge of their seats. Her incredible on-screen chemistry with Smith and her ability to perfectly maintain the intense, heart-stopping suspense turned this psychological guessing game into an unforgettable, high-velocity thriller sequence. Fact 1. The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. The Nursery Room Showdown.
You like it? You like it?
Yes!
We finish our countdown with the legendary breakthrough role that put Margot Robbie on the global map, Martin Scorsese's masterpiece The Wolf of Wall Street. Playing Naomi LaPaglia, her most intensely bold and iconic scene takes place inside their child's nursery room during a massive marital fallout with Leonardo DiCaprio. Pushing the absolute limits of mainstream cinema, Robbie completely commands the screen as she uses her striking presence to lock Jordan Belfort out, delivering a cold, devastating line about their future. The sheer confidence, raw explosive energy, and legendary boldness she brought to this scene, opposite an acting giant like DiCaprio, instantly turned her into an A-list superstar. Overnight, Margot Robbie has proven time and time again that she is completely fearless when it comes to pushing the boundaries of cinema. Whether it's high-octane action, deeply dark psychological dramas, or highly intense romantic thrillers, she brings a level of raw, unfiltered boldness that very few actors in history could ever match. It's exactly this fearlessness that turned her into a global icon and keeps fans rewatching these legendary scenes decades later. Which of these 16 cinematic moments shocked you the most? And which Hollywood icon should we cover in our next video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow movie lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into cinema's best-kept secrets. See you in the next one.